Well, hello and welcome to a beautiful afternoon, an October afternoon here in upstate New York. We're going to probably file this video under bonus footage because it's a little bit of a follow-up to the last video I released where we were in Manchester, Vermont at the home of Robert and Mary Lincoln. Robert being the son of Abraham and Mary Todd Lincoln. For several years, they had a summer home in Manchester, Vermont. They called it Hildene. And Robert was the president of the Pullman Palace Car Company. And on that property today sits a luxury train car that rolled off the manufacturing line during his presidency, and it's called the Pullman Palace 1903 Sunbeam, I believe. It was used by wealthy families, business people, politicians. In fact, Teddy Roosevelt used it and made several speeches standing on the back of that train car. Anyways, a few of you said, wow, it would have been nice to see the inside of that car. The good news is I have the footage still. We'll just look at the raw footage and I'm going to sit here and sort of narrate what we're looking at. Let's look at it together. All right, so here again is the back of that train car. That's where Teddy Roosevelt would stand and make political speeches, as I understand it. Now, as we sort of move into the interior of the train car, we're going to see, first of all, the first stateroom, stateroom 1, where the family that was, I guess you would say, chartering that train car would be. It was the best of the staterooms. And now, during Robert Lincoln's tenure as president of Pullman Palace Car Company, that company actually became the biggest manufacturer in the world. At least that's what I was reading. And this is stateroom 2. Kind of like a little apartment. And sorry for the raw footage here. Now we're going to see kind of the main area of the train car. They could turn it into a large dining room. They could turn it into a boardroom. And anyways, now there were 2 porters on the train, and they worked very, very hard. They would work 20 hours a day each, taking care of the people on the train. They were not paid a lot of money to do that. Their wages were pretty low. If anything, they made their money really on tips. But I'll show you where they worked in a second, or where their tiny little working space was. But it's a beautiful, beautiful train car. The windows, the wood paneling, I guess you would say. Here's the porter's quarters. 2 porters would share that space. They had to do everything. They polished shoes, they served meals, they had to do everything. There was only one space there at the top for one porter to sleep. That's because there was always supposed to be one on duty. All right, now I'm going to leave you looking at the journal of Abraham Lincoln's personal private secretary, open to the page of the day of the Gettysburg Address. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.